Are you curious as to what I've been up to since my last hobby update? Well, wonder no more, because today I'm back with another hobby update and I'm going to be going through what I've been up to since the last update. So without further ado, let's jump straight into what's been going on. So like all of my updates, we'll jump straight in with the gaming phase to start with. And unfortunately, I've had no time to have any games. I haven't made it to the club and I haven't had chance to have put some games on at home. So unfortunately, it's been very, very quiet on the gaming front. But hopefully in the coming weeks, I'll be able to start getting back to the club and I'll be able to find some time to put some games on with friends at home. Moving on to the purchases section. Now this area has been a lot more busy with activity over the last few weeks. And to start off with, we'll jump straight into NARM 68. So my copy of the rulebook arrived and I have had an opportunity to put a initial thoughts review together on the channel. So if you haven't seen that, check out this video here and you'll be able to see all my initial thoughts on the rulebook. Really impressed with it and really pleased I've got my hands on it. Next up, I managed to get my hands on some 3D printed terrain, more from JD Wargaming, and this time I picked up a couple of 20mm buildings, which are really, really nice. Can't wait to get those painted up and on the table. Just got to decide whether I want to put them on bases or whether I'm going to have them standing independently, which means I can put them in different locations and different setups. I also picked up some dry stone walling, again 3D printed. I've got some corners in there, I've got some gates, and I've got some sort of stretches of straight lengths. So that's really pleasing. And on top of that, I also managed to pick up some of his alien scatter terrain. Now this is all really to go with my Antares terrain, which I'm trying to get together so I can start to do a little mini campaign with that game. So lots of really exciting bits which I've sort of started to prepare for painting. And speaking of painting, I also picked up some new paints. I think I picked up a spray can of a particular red for the Algorin, who I'll be painting soon. And then I've also got a few other colours to help me with some of this Antares terrain. And finally, moving on to the modelling section. Now we're going to start off with 2mm because I'm sure many of you are excited to hear what I've been up to. And some good news, I finally got back onto the Helm's Deep project. I've started recording the video on building the mountains, the rock work for my Helm's Deep project in 2mm. So hopefully that will be out in the next week or two. It is taking a while. The rock work is not a quick task and I really want to make a good job of it. But I think what I'm going to do is probably split that video into two. I'll have one creating the rock work and one for painting the rock work. So 2 videos to come on that in the future. Moving up in scales, I'm now moving on to 10mm work, and I have managed to finally, after years and years of my 10mm timecast rock work, which I'll put a picture up of now. It's been sat on my windowsill for years, and I finally managed to not only get them based or get them on bases, put some sand on them, but I've also got them out in the garden and primed them. So that'll be part of my ongoing terrain work. I did have this thought that not only will these 10mm rock pieces work for 10mm, but they'll also do fairly big hilly mountainy areas for 2mm and actually some rough ground for bigger scales like 20 and 28mm. So very multi-purpose terrain, which I'm loving at the moment. It means that I can kill several birds with one stone. So moving on to my 20mm projects, a little bit of progress here. I've started painting the second section of Fallschirmjäger, although really they are going to take a little bit of an effort just to sit down, for, give a few hours to and knock them out. But there are other projects such as my 2mm Helm's Deep project, which is taking priority at the moment, so not having as much time to paint those figures. However, in the last few weeks, I have finished off the other two bases of Dragon's Teeth, and I have made a video reviewing those Dragon's Teeth, so if you want to see that, check out this video here. And although there won't be a link to it, I'll leave links in the description below. But anyway, with the 20mm stuff, I've done a little bit. I've got more to do. I've got the buildings and the stone walls to do as well. So few pieces there, but it's all in good time, letting it drip through and hopefully getting some of these projects finished off. And finally, moving on to the 28mm area of my collection, I've been working on my Gates of Antares figures, so I've managed to paint or get finished the second squad of Concord. So really pleased with those and how they've come up. They fit really nicely with the first squad, and I've started to build, put together the multi-part plastic figures for the Algorand. So I've got the first squad assembled. I've got some sand down on the bases. I'm just waiting to prime those. In fact, I'll probably get those done after finishing this video, so that when I do have 5-10 minutes just to do a little bit of painting, I can get working on that squad there. And to go with that, the alien scattered terrain that I talked about in the purchases section, I've already begun. I've put sand, I've primed them, and I've got the paints ready to start painting. So that'll be coming together as well as part of that whole Antares project. So it's a bit of a whistle-stop tour of what I've been up to over the last few weeks, but hopefully that gives you some ideas of what I'm working on and what I'm heading towards. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for your support, the views, the comments, the subscribers. It all helps the channel massively grow. And this, for the first time, I'm starting to believe that I could actually hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. So if you're enjoying the content that I'm creating, do please hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing but means the world to me. Now, if you're like me and you like sci-fi gaming just as much as you like your historicals, then check out my next video where I'll be doing a game which will introduce a gate and some stars. And until then, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.